नमस्कार. सह्याद्री पॉलिटेक्निक सावर्डेमधील मेकॅनिकल डिपार्टमेंटच्या HOD मेक 0108 यूट्यूब चॅनलवरती सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांचे मी स्वागत करतो. आज आपण पाहणार आहोत पॉवर प्लांट इंजिनिअरिंग या विषयाबद्दल नेक्स्ट पार्ट. त्याच्या अगोदर आपण पाहूया लर्निंग आउटकम्स. त्यामध्ये कोर्स आउटकम्स identify various components of hydro, steam, gas, diesel power plants आणि युनिट्स आउटकम्स आहेत. 1A explain energy conservation in the given power plant. 1B identify elements of the given hydro, gas, diesel power plants. अगोदरच्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण पाहिलं होतं एनर्जी अँड पॉवर, त्यानंतर क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एनर्जी. आता आपण पाहणार आहोत मॉडर्न इंडियन अँड वर्ल्ड एनर्जी सिनेरिओ. इंडिया इज द 5th लार्जेस्ट कंझ्युमर ऑफ एनर्जी काउंटिंग 3.4% ऑफ ग्लोबल एनर्जी कंझम्पशन, रिच इन कोल and renewable energy, very small hydrocarbon reserves 0.4%, 25% of primary energy needs is met by imports, energy intensity is one among the highest, commercial energy consumption is only 50%. Now we will see the मेन एनर्जी सोर्सेस. त्याच्यामध्ये फर्स्ट आहे कोल, ऑइल, नॅचरल गॅस, न्यूक्लिअर पॉवर, हायड्रोपॉवर, अदर रिन्युएबल सोर्सेस लाईक विंड, बायोमास, सोलार पॉवर, जिओथर्मल पॉवर, टायडल एक्सेट्रा. आता आपण डिटेलमध्ये बघूया. कोल म्हणजे काय? कोल डॉमिनेट्स द एनर्जी मिक्स. It contributes to 55% of primary energy production and 53% of energy consumption. India is 4th largest producer of coal. 70% total domestic electricity is produced due to coal and 50% commercial energy demand is met. 8.6% of world reserves, that is about 84,396 million tons, and last for next 235 years. Now we will see next point. Oil accounts for 36% of total energy consumption and 34% total energy production. India is one among top 10 consumer in world. 0.3% world reservoirs. Oil is 70% of demand is met by import, that is 1.2 million barrel per day. Total installed capacity of diesel based power plants in India is 1199.75 megawatt. Now the next is natural gas. Natural gas accounts for 8% of energy consumption and 9% of energy production. The total installed capacity of gas based power plants in India is 17,353.85 megawatt and about 10% of total installed capacity. In natural gas, a demand of 200 million cubic meter a day against availability of 103.08 million cubic meter a day. And the last point is 10% to 13% increase in share of natural gas in primary energy production. Now the next point is electrical energy. In electrical energy, out of total production, 65.8% comes from thermal power plant, 26.3% comes from hydroelectricity, 3.1% from nuclear power, and rest renewable sources. In electrical energy, gross generation of energy is 531 billion unit. Overall electrification rate is 64.5%. Power generation assets are not evenly spread. Now the next point is nuclear power. Nuclear power is the fourth largest source of electricity, contributes to 2.5% in total energy production and 3.1% in electricity generation. 19 nuclear power reactors and 6 nuclear power plants produce 4560 megawatt. Nuclear power achieve 20,000 megawatt generation capacity. This is the nuclear power. Now the next point is hydropower. Only 15% utilized, 25% share in total generation unit with installed capacity of 36,877 megawatt. Its share in power generation has decreased. Now the next point is thermal power. Accounts for 64.6% in total energy production. Thermal power installed capacity of thermal is 1,04,424 megawatt, which is 63.7% of total installed capacity. Now the given below chart shows us coal installed capacity is 86,003 and the total percent is 53. Gas 17,221 and the total percent is 10.61. Oil 1,199 installed capacity and the total percent is 74. Next point is renewable resources. In renewable resources, current installed base of is 16,492.42 megawatt, which is 10.12% of total installed base. It is second largest explorer of wind power and fifth largest wind power industry with installed capacity of 9,587 megawatt. In Tamil Nadu, contributing nearly a third of its largely through wind power. In renewable resources, targets 14,000 megawatt generation capacity in future. Now the next point is world energy scenario. In world energy scenario, World primary energy demand increases by 1.6% per year on an average. Here, oil is the most important and abundant source of energy in the world. It is also the most highly consumed. Coal is the second most abundant source of energy in the world and is highly used in power generation. Natural gas has been the energy source with highest rate of growth in recent years. World electricity demand increased at a rate of 2.5%. In world energy scenarios, renewable sources overtaking energy consumption in developing countries is only one tenth of that in the developed countries. Now we will see the next point, power plant. First of all, we see the definition. A power plant is an industrial facility used to generate electric power with the help of one or more generators which convert different energy sources into electric power. This is the definition of power plant. Electricity is a secondary energy sources, which means that electricity is obtained from the conversion of other primary sources of energy such as coal, natural gas, nuclear, solar or wind energy. The energy sources used to make electricity can be renewable or non-renewable, but electricity itself is neither renewable nor renewable. Neither renewable nor non-renewable. In general, power plant can be divided into two categories. First, conventional power plant and second is non-conventional power plants. We will see first of all conventional power plant. In that first is fossil fuel power plant. In that it generates electric power by burning fossil fuels like coal, natural gas or diesel. Second one, nuclear power plant. It controlled nuclear reaction is maintained to generate electricity. Third one is hydroelectric power plant. In that electricity is produced by building dams on suitable rivers. Fourth one is gas turbine power plant and the last is steam turbine power plant. Now we will see the next point, non-conventional power plants. In that first is wind power plant. In that the kinetic energy of wind is used to create power. Second one is solar power plant. It generates power by collecting solar radiation. Third one is geothermal power plant. In that it uses the natural heat found in the deep levels of the earth to generate electricity. And the fourth is biomass power plant. In that natural organic matter is burned to produce electricity. These are two categories of power plant. Now the next point is importance of power plant. In Power plants generating low cost electricity is the key to the development of a growing country. Electricity is essential not only for residential and industries but for agriculture. Electricity is most important for agriculture because water is a common substance for agriculture. All power plants across our country keeping a good impact in our daily life by providing a smooth supply of low cost electricity. Electrical power is so useful than any other source of energy because electricity is a convertible. According to demand, we can change its voltage level. It's easy to control. Low cost according to fuel. It's clean and not harmful to nature. These are the points of importance of power plant. In the next video, we will see the remaining part of introduction to power plant. Thank you.